Hi, good morning. Good morning to you all. I just want to say thank you to all of you for your support. I want to thank you for your encouragement, your love, your words, everything that you have been to my family and I. I just want to say thank you. This has been a very difficult experience of losing our mother at such a young age. She was 66 years old. We're still coping and trying to navigate life without her. She was a huge part of our daily lives. So I just want to say thank you for your continued prayers, your love, your support, every card, every flowers, those who were support of the service. Thank you. Um, this has been very, very difficult. I just want to just say thank you. I don't know how we are supposed to move by this. This is very hard daily. My mother and I was very close. She was close with all of us. She tried to share herself, um, but this is difficult. So please continue to keep my family and I in prayer as we navigate life without her. She has been a major part of us. So again, this is difficult. Thank you to my Temple of Prayer family. Thank you, Tasha, Minister Tasha. Thank you, Deacon Derek. I truly, truly appreciate you for filling in and stepping up. Thank you, Temple of Prayer family, for your support, your encouragement, your words, everything that you have done for me and during this time. To my bishop, Bishop Evans, to the Abundant Harvest family, my brothers, my sisters, I just want to say thank you. Your words of encouragement, your prayers, your emails, your texts, everything means so much to me. To my brother, Pastor Busta, to my brother Anton, Milton, I thank you. I truly am so grateful for every one of you who are a part of my life. I'm just so grateful for you. Um, my brothers and my brother from my mother, amen, and my sisters. We got each other. We got each other. That's all I can say. Is I'm thankful that we are here to lean on each other. We're here to support each other, encourage each other, and lift each other up. I just want to say thank you. Please be aware of your health. That's all I can say. Is please be aware of your health. I have been an advocate for my mother. She had sarcoidosis since she was in her 40s. I don't know the exact age. I think it was 47. She was diagnosed with sarcoidosis, and it wasn't it wasn't what caused her to die, or it wasn't what caused her death. Um, please be aware of your health. That's all I can say. I advocated, I try to be there for her. This is very hard for me, being as though I know healthcare. I know enough of it being a nurse, and I just know healthcare. Just know your health. Be aware. Knowledge is power. Knowing what you are dealing with is very important and essential to your life. Literally, the doctors should have been more verbal. They should have been more informative to my mother and things that she didn't know. And I just pray that if anyone else is battling or has sarcoidosis, it is common in African American people. If that's something that you are battling, just be aware of your surroundings. Wear a mask, wear a respiratory mask, N95 if you can, when you are in the environment, even in your home. My mom had developed mold in her lungs from mold spores, um, inhaling mold spores, which can come from many of things. pets, people, wet environments, mold in houses, mold anywhere. Um, if you're in that environment and your lungs are already compromised, you face many a risk. And I don't know how long my mom's been battling, or I don't even want to call it a battle, exposed to this type of thing. And this is what this is what ultimately affected her health. It wasn't the sarcoidosis; it was the complications of being immunocompromised in her lungs that caused other things. So I want to encourage you to be mindful if you have respiratory symptoms. And I try to advocate for people. I challenge doctors. I'm very verbal when it comes to understanding and knowing health. And I try to do that for my mother. Um, I try to do that for her, and that sometimes doctors are very reluctant, resistant to hear anyone. I don't always give my medical background until it's necessary, um, my nursing background, whatever, until it's necessary. But I've done that, and I think that she should have been treated better. She had been she should have been more informed of what was going on. I just think that it's very important, if you understand your health, to take precautions. Wear a mask when you're in the environment. You don't know what people carry in their homes. You don't know what people carry, period. Like I said, it could be in your hair. You could have mold spores on pets. um, you don't know, you could be visiting places and it could have mold in the background. You just don't know. So be very cautious of your health. A mask doesn't hurt. Put a mask on when you're going out to different environments, or if you're just unsure. Knowledge is very powerful when it comes to your health. I'm aware of that. I trust God. I know God has a plan for all of us. I know that we don't know what that plan is. Sometimes I wish He would give me a look at what it should be, but I just don't have that. So here I am, trusting Him through all things. Again, I want to thank you all for your prayers and your support. As was mentioned, this is very difficult, very hard. My mother was only 66. She went in for an ultrasound of her heart, and we uh we were attending. I was attempting to attend every appointment. I was all up in her business. I always tell her, I'm all up in your business. And I got all up in her business. And every doctor told me that everything was fine. Every doctor said, she was good. Her lungs were good and stable. Her stomach was good and stable. Everything was good. And just be mindful of your health. Be mindful of what they're telling you. Be mindful of, after they told you, what you should do next. That's the most important thing. They can tell you you have pneumonia, but what should I do next? If you're immunocompromised, or if you have pre-existing conditions, what should you do next? Be careful of the environment. We never know what we are walking into. Wear your mask. Be mindful of what you're fighting with. Ask questions. If you don't know what to ask me. I'll tell you what to ask. I'm very knowledgeable in a lot of things, not everything, but a lot of things. And you need to ask questions. Again, thank you for all of your support. I don't know what this grieving process is. I know it's hard, but just please keep us in prayer. I love you. God bless you.